Oh, we're getting serious here. Ball's back on the defensive line for the Maple Leafs. 10 seconds gone here in the second half. All possession to the Maple Leafs. It's Romero on the far sideline. No pressure from anywhere. Place it to Francois Revalier, right back to Romero. To the middle to Reed. Reed tries to chip it to the sideline to Francois. However, that's going to be intercepted. Lentini with it now, defended by Francois. Plays it up the line to Santos. He's going to get it and cut to the middle, play a ball. Beautiful ball to McLaughlin. He's going to try to take a touch. Tries to put a shot up over Escalante, however, mishits it. And Escalante able to pounce on that one.
Escalante probably completely relieved at this point.
There wasn't much he was going to be able to do on that one.
Absolutely not. There could have been, a better touch, or they, of course, McLaughlin could have just kicked it a little quicker, but luckily Escalante with the save.
Ball is played upfield to Nussbaum. He's going to take a touch to the outside left corner. Isak Huerta there in pursuit. Huerta making the start here in the second half. He's going to cross it in with his left foot. Nussbaum almost there. Eshelman almost there on the rebound as it got through the keeper's hands to the backside. However, cleared away at the last second. Now Huerta has it again. He's going to take a touch and be pushed to the ground on the swing. No foul called. Ball is in Misamatsu's hands.
Eshelman, yeah, sure. Eshelman. Yeah. Looking for his second career goal in a Goshen uniform. Both would have been tonight. He scored earlier in the first half.
Ball dribbled out over the far sideline, so it's going to be throw-in for Goshen College. Francois Revalier to take it.
He stays in his right back position. Really strong player so far. He has made a lot of great runs all the way from his defensive position. A couple give and goes, and then he's just been on the right side trying to cross something in. That's mainly what Goshen's been going with so far.
Garcia with it in the middle for the Leafs. Plays it to the near sideline. Kurtz stepping up from the left back position. Tries to play it through to Huerta. However, he was thinking check two versus go to the corner. Sure. Ball ends up at the foot of Wilkie. Wilkie gets it over. That's going to be Schwalibog. Plays it up the field. Chupp is there to play it back into the offensive half for the Maple Leafs. Finds Eshelman. Takes a touch and keeps possession, defended by Santos. Gets it over to Garcia, who continues upfield to Huerta. Huerta outside now to Kurtz. Kurtz drops it back to Garcia, defended by Kahn. Kahn takes a swipe at the ball and gets all ankle. Ref tells him no more. No card shown there, however. A reckless tackle, to be sure.
It looks like Reed will be the one taking the quick free kick in for Goshen.
Gets it over to Romero, who plays it back to the near sideline once again. Kurtz with it. Chance to whip it across. Plays it in with his right foot. Bounces. No one there except for defenders. Bogine, to be specific. Plays it upfield to McLaughlin, who then drops it back to his right back. That is Wilkie. Wilkie looking upfield, trying to find Roden. That's going to be flicked away by Romero with the head. Gets it over to Chupp. He's going to have time now on the near sideline. Chupp settles the ball back down, receiving some orders from his coach on the bench. Trying to slow the pace down now. We are 3.5 minutes into the second half here. Goshen holding a 1-0 advantage thanks to Spencer Eshelman in the first half with the goal. Kurtz on the near sideline now. Flicks it up to the middle. There for the Maple Leafs is Garcia. However, Kahn's going to end up with the ball. Kahn tries to play the through ball for Santos. However, Escalante jumps on that one, comes out quick and able to grab it.
Not much there from Siena Heights. They tried to get something going, though it seemed just a pass back to Escalante, really.
Goshen's defense done a good job of breaking up any sort of momentum that Siena Heights gets in the middle of the field.
And they have kept the same four from the first half.
Come the other way now. It's Venderly. We've got a 4-on-3. Tries to play it to the far side to Eshelman. However, that's going to be left short. Short enough for a defender to swipe through and clean that one out.
Didn't look like he put as much leg behind it as he would have liked, and that is why it was turned over.
Come the other way now. That's Bogine. He's going to split two defenders and then be tripped up. Foul given. Still on Siena Heights' defensive half, though. Players move up. Ball played down the far sideline looking for Roden. He's going to take a touch to the corner. Guarded by Romero. Tries to take the end line. Tries to cut it back. Does so successfully. However, they're going to say Roden was offsides before that whole sequence of plays. So it's going to be a free kick for Goshen.
50 minutes into the game. Still 1-0 Goshen from the goal earlier from Spencer Eshelman. Of course, he is the freshman out of Salem, Oregon.
Long journey.
Of course.
Heard that he flew out for preseason. However, then for move-in day, his parents actually drove all the way here.
How about that?
That's
is
quite a long
drive indeed.
Now with it in the left corner, it is Nussbaum. He takes on his defender to get into the box. Tries to slot a cross across. However, it's going to be blocked back down to Garcia. He's down in the corner now. Looking up to the top of the 18 for Nussbaum. Defended. Beautiful defense there from, that is Celovic. However, the ball turns back over to Garcia now on the sideline once again. He's guarded by Wilkie. Ball touches to the middle. That is Nussbaum. Nussbaum cuts it back and finds it back out to the corner to Garcia. He's going to put a cross in. That is almost over the head of Schwalibog, however, able to jump up just high enough to get a touch on it and flick it out of danger's way. Place it into, ball comes back in from Kurtz looking for Eshelman. Schwalibog there again for the clear. They clear, trying to head back into the offensive half was Jaden Chupp for the Leafs, however, bounces the wrong direction and out of bounds. However, then an illegal throw in there from Khan didn't bring it all the way back behind his head. It's the minute rules like that you don't always see called, and you never know if you want them to be called because they could be against you or for you, but got one there.
Kurtz threw it in, and now Chupp in the back.
Chupp all the way back to Escalante, who then tries to play it back to the near sideline to Kurtz. He drops it back to Chupp. Chupp drives it up the line, looking for Eshelman, finds him. He takes a touch and plays it to Huerta in the middle. He turns, he's got Venderly and Nussbaum. Nussbaum on the far sideline, just over the defender. Great touch from Nussbaum to settle the ball down. Now tries to take the end line. That cross is going to be deflected out of bounds. Corner kick for the Maple Leafs. First of the half, 8th of the game.
Now, Andrew, you were on the team last year. Talk about a little bit, just in brief, about setting up for a corner if you want the same guy each time, because that's what's been so far. It's been Venderly on all 8 corners.
Yeah, in terms of taking the corner kick, I usually go with Venderly is very good at driving the ball in. In terms of the rotation, they've got 3 starting in towards the goal, 3 at the top, and they're just switching in a rotation form. Cross comes into the near corner of the 18. Nussbaum is there, takes a touch and drives it in low. That's right into the awaiting hands of Misamatsu. Hisamatsu punches it to the far sideline, gets it to half. Missed touch there from Lentini. Runs towards the sideline. He's able to trace it down before it goes out of bounds. Plays it back to the middle to McLaughlin. That's going to be picked away. Ends up at the foot of Roden. Then Venderly is able to clear. Ball up towards half now. Huerta going up for it against, that is Schwalibog. Huerta ends up with the ball. Cuts it back. Schwalibog with the trailing leg there. He's going to clip Huerta. Clock has been stopped. That means we're getting a card here. Schwalibog earning himself a yellow card. Second yellow card of the evening for Siena Heights. First one went to Casey Collins in the first half.
21 total yellow cards last season for Siena Heights, 2 tonight. They had 16 games last season, so they averaged roughly a little over 1 a game. 2 tonight.
Venderly stands over the ball. This one's roughly 35 yards out away from goal on the far side, just right of the center circle. He plays it in on the ground. Therefore, Huerta almost gets a touch on it. However, not quite able to. Ball ends up in Hisamatsu's hands. Coming the other way now. He tries to find Khan. Eshelman there for the pick. Tries to play it into the box to Nussbaum. However, Hisamatsu's quick to jump and come out and get that one.
And back to that goal-scoring chance. Huerta just out of reach of his foot. And if it did get on his foot, he did have a man on his back yet, so not an automatic scoring chance there necessarily.
But, yeah, any touch would have helped there.
Absolutely.
Ball's now in the far corner. It's Chupp trying to clear it up the line. Ends up going out of bounds. Throw in to Siena Heights. Lentini over in the area, as is Celovic. Ball comes into Celovic. Romero in defense tries to clear it. Celovic blocks that one down. Gonna earn a free kick over there in the corner as fell down trying to get around Romero. They're going to say he was pushed.
Be a set piece here for Siena Heights.
Looks like number 8 retrieving the ball, ready to set it. Once again, that is Kevin Stalzer.
He plays the left back position today, and he is, of course, on the left side looking to cross this one in for the first of their day.
2-man wall, chips it up over. Finds McLaughlin. His flick-on header goes outside the far side of the post. Chasing it down, that was Roden. He tries to drive it back, and however, that ends up in the outside netting. Goal kick to the Maple Leafs.
Still 1-0 here. Goshen College leads. 35 minutes remain in the second half, 10 gone by. Great soccer. We're seeing it, the pace of play pretty much pick up from the second half.
Escalante puts the ball back in play. Kahn is there to head it back. Siena Heights getting a little bit more of an offensive push here in the last few minutes. It's going to be a foul in the middle of the field. Kahn and Venderly going for a ball. Kahn gets there just a split second first, and that means Venderly ends up kicking Kahn. Accidental, however, it still is a free kick. 35 minutes left here in the second half, left in tonight's contest.
Can't miss Kahn in his fluorescent green cleats that he wears tonight.
Ball's going to be driven in by, that was Bojin taking it. However, ends up right in the hands of Escalante.
And you can't miss Escalante either in his fluorescent yellow.
Everything.
It's the modern day look, I guess.
McLaughlin takes a touch around Chupp, however, then Chupp slides, is able to get the ball first before McLaughlin tumbles over him. That means out of bounds, corner kick for Siena Heights.
And Siena Heights had the first corner of the game. Then they let up 8 in a row, but now they have their second corner of the evening first in the second half.
It's Kahn standing over the ball in the near right corner. Ball comes in driven low. That's going to be cleared off of the shin of Romero. This time out of bounds over the sideline for a throw-in.
And the ball hops over this new fence that there is, and Kahn unable to retrieve it, looking for a new ball.
Ball is thrown back in. Kahn and Santos working together. Kahn has a chance. Tries to find
Offside.
Santos on the byline.
Offside.
They're going to call offsides on Santos there. However, that ball did travel over the end line before he crossed it back in. So goal kick or offsides kick, both exact same. Offsides was called on the 6th line.
Yeah, basically the same spot there. And
ball driven back into play by Escalante. Going up for Nussbaum as well as Garcia, Santos, and Wilkes. Ball still bouncing around. Huerta looking for it. Santos ends up with it. Ball ends up on the far sideline trying to chase it down. Multiple players going. Romero, Francois Rivera. That is Stalzer. It's going to go off of Stalzer last. That means a throw-in for the Maple Leafs.
Still no substitutions yet in this half for either team.
3 substitutions each in the first half. There is no limit on the number of times you can make substitutions. However, here in the second half, a player can go in twice.
Yep. 57th minute here in the game. Still 1-0. Goshen is ahead from the goal earlier by Eshelman.
Close call there as McLaughlin was pressuring Chupp as he was along the 18 line. Kahn chases down that ball, gets it off to Wilkie. Wilkie loses possession to Kurtz, however, then that's poked away off last touch by Kurtz. And Rodin's going to take the throw, throws it back into the middle. That is Santos. He plays it in to Chelovic. That's going to be picked off by Garcia, actually. Great touch there. Gets it over to Venderly, over to the near sideline to Eshelman. And now going the other direction, he's got Isaac Huerta as well as Nate Nussbaum. He plays it to Huerta, cuts back, tries to chip it through. It hits a hand, however, ref's going to say it was too close to the body, incidental there. No call, come the other way. Rodin along half field line, drops it off for Kahn. Kahn's pass to the middle, picked off by Venderly, however, his play to Spencer Eshelman coming down the near sideline, thinks about the end line, cuts it back, beats his defender, only has one player in the middle, that is Nussbaum. Nussbaum able to track back and get to that one, however, then poked away by Bojin.
Looks like Venderly was also trying to make a run there, but couldn't get the ball to him either.
Ball in the middle now. It's Romero and McLaughlin. McLaughlin comes out on top. Romero comes back, slides from around the side, unable to get it. Ball comes to the far side, looking for Lentini.
He chases it down. Looks like he keeps it in.
Guarded by Francois Revalier. Revalier is able to earn possession back. And is going to kick it out of bounds. Throw in for Siena Heights there, comes back in. Looks like it's going to be Stalzer delivering a left-footed cross. However, that's going to end up going over the crossbar. Out of bounds, goal kick.
We have reached the 60th minute of the game. Looks like 2 subs at the next stoppage of play will be coming in for Goshen College. And of course, one of the subs here will be number 20, Brody Knopfsinger. He started the game and then came out. And they will be doing a dance as per chanted
by the student
By
section.
the student section.
Alongside Dominguez Olvera wearing number 11. They're talking it over, debating if the dance. The ball is back in play now. It's Nussbaum on the far sideline. No dance being done yet. Ball comes to the middle to Venderly. He turns, tries to slot through Huerta. However, that's going to be poked away by Bojin. Tries to play it up the line. Francois Revalier to pick that one off. Ball in the middle now, Reed.
The dance
Ball in the middle now. Eshelman takes a hit. Ball ends just wide of the far post. Goal kick for Siena Heights.
And those subs now can come in.
Once again,
College.
number 20, Brody Knopfsinger checking in for Nate Nussbaum, as well as Jesus Dominguez Olvera coming in for Isaac Huerta.
On the field now is the starting 11 for Goshen College. They, of course, started this game, and Isaac Huerta comes off after having a strong end of the first half and a great start to the second half.
Ready to come this way now is Siena Heights, continuing their offensive pressure here in the second half.
It appears that Casey Collins is looking to check in to the game for Siena Heights, and he does so.
Coming in for Khan.
Yep. It appears that he will be up front in Khan's place.
He's playing outside mid, I believe. Or attacking outside mid, nonetheless. Checking in now with a shot. It's Roden. That's going to take a deflection. Goes towards the end line. Escalante tracing it down, able to get there. He's going to keep possession to have a chance at a punt here rather than a corner kick.
Still 1-0. Goshen leads in the second half. We are 61 minutes into the game.
Escalante sets the ball down and takes a free kick of sorts there. Gets it into Reed. Reed touches it to Garcia on the near sideline. Plays it up to the corner. There is Dominguez Olvera. Settles it down. Takes a touch to the middle. Plays a pass that is to Eshelman. Eshelman curls back out to the outside. Then touches back to the middle. Keeps spinning. Keeps possession of the ball. However, eventually poked free by Chelovich. However, Reed there to get that one right back. Place it now in the middle. Looking to switch Francois Revalier, waiting for it over on the far sideline. Keeps possession. Santos in pursuit. Tries taking the end line. Once again, Stalzer now in defense. Stalzer's going to pick that one off of his foot and come the other direction. Clears it to the middle. Reed there as well as McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to win the header. Ball coming up the far sideline now as the Maple Leafs regain possession. Ball played into the middle. Eshelman there, however, cleared away by Chwalibog up the line, looking for Roden. Slide tackle from Romero. It's going to come keep the ball out of bounds there. Siena Heights tosses it back in. Once again, Roden, Romero there in defense.
It'll be another throw-in for Siena Heights. A quick throw-in from the far side around midfield.
Ball back in. Roden looks to chip it through to Chelovich. However, Escalante saw that one come and came out early, able to pick that one off. Venderly coming the other way now. In pursuit is Collins from behind. Tries to flick it through to, I believe that was for Dominguez Olvera, unable to find him.
More possession for Siena Heights in the second half, it seems. Strong play, but we've also seen good attacking so far from Goshen, and Goshen's basically picking up where they left off from the first half.
27 minutes and counting down left here in the second half. Goshen with the throw-in on the far sideline, trying to find Knopfsinger in the middle. Bojin able to pick that one off, however, his pass knocks off of Dominguez Olvera. He stays in pursuit to keep possession, and successfully does so. Ends up coming towards the near sideline. Passes it back to the middle. Reed with it now. Plays it back far sideline, Francois Revalier. Revalier tries to keep it in bounds with the slide tackle. Unable to do so. That's going to be a throw-in. Siena Heights turnover for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, it looked like the ball skipped on him a little. And he was just not expecting that. Goes for a throw.
Coming the other way, taking a rip from 25, 30 yards out. That was Roden. And that one's going to sail way over the crossbar. Not the offensive opportunity he was looking for right there.
Rubbish, as they would say in the UK, sure.
Escalante chases down the ball and is ready for his goal kick. Once again, just under 26 minutes left here. Goshen leads 1-0. First goal of the 2015 season came in the first half from Spencer Eshelman, assist Nate Nussbaum. Speaking of Eshelman, he has the ball now on the near sideline. Slide tackle from behind from Collins, able to clear the ball out successfully. It's going to be a throw-in for the Maple Leafs.
And Collins there showing exactly why he is in the game. A great tackle from behind and cleared it out. Now the Siena Heights defenders can finally come back.
Eshelman was going to take it, however, he's going to hand it off to Kurtz now. Kurtz drops it back to Reed. Reed looks at his options in the middle, is going to play a ball in. Finds Knopfsinger, who flicks it on Dominguez Olvera, trying to chase it down. However, Hisamatsu coming out to grab that one.
Still 1-0 here to go. 25 minutes still remain. 20 minutes gone by in the second half.
A little bit of a quieter half for Hisamatsu.
I would agree, and that also is because there have not been many shot opportunities for Goshen.
Ball on the far sideline now. Goshen's got a throw in. Right by the 91.1 The Globe logo.
It looks great out there. I'll tell you, this is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful complex here at Goshen College.
Ball played high up into the air on the far sideline. Trying to settle down was Dominguez Olvera. However, unable to do so with it now is Rodin. Plays it over to Chelovich. His pass to the near sideline picked off by Eshelman in the middle. Eshelman plays it upfield to Garcia. Takes a touch to settle. Keeps possession as he comes all the way back to Romero on the back line. His pass to the middle to James. Garcia. Garcia finds the near side. That is going to be Kurtz. Kurtz plays it on the ground, looking for a run from Garcia. Unable to find it. Picking that one off is Wilkie. Wilkie comes to the middle now. Gets around one, gets around two defenders, gets around Reed and Benderly. However, Chupp able to step in and stop any progress there.
A great run by number 2 Wilkie there for Siena Heights as he came all the way from the defensive end and tried to make something of his own, but could not quite execute the finish.
Knopfsinger trying to start something coming the other way for Goshen. However, then picked off by Benderly. He takes a rip from 40 yards out. A laser right on goal. However, Hisamatsu not caught off guard there.
Bringing back memories of David Bontrager's fifth goal, which was, fifth of that game back against Huntington last season. About the same type of shot from about the same type of distance, shooting into the same goal.
Different goal. New goals this time.
Well, I mean, in the same
man. I got you. Goshen with the ball on the far sideline. Turns it over. Siena Heights now with it. Knopfsinger and Dominguez Olvera in defense. Their pressure calls a throw-in, and Goshen's going to get the ball back.
That throw-in coming from the far side right at midfield. It looks like it will be, in fact, Goshen's throw.
Francois Revalier to take it. 22 minutes 46 seconds on the clock. Continues to count down here. Goshen that much closer to their first win of the season. However, coming the other way, trying to impede that's Rodin. Slightly offsides on the pass, however, no chance at goal there.
Third time offside for Siena Heights. It looks like Jesse Lowen eventually will be checking in for Goshen, potentially and most likely replacing a defender, but we are not quite sure who yet. It will be nice to have some fresh legs, I'm sure, on that defensive line for Goshen. Or perhaps they're taking out a midfielder for 5-4-1, potentially. We'll see.
The student section chanting for Jesse Lowen to do a dance. I'm a friend of his, and trust me, you want him to dance. He is quite the dancer. Coming the other anyway, with the ball now, it's Collins on the near sideline. Got some time looking for his options, trying to move upfield. Tries to slot. Rodin, however, Chupp there to intercept that pass.
And unfortunately, Lowen does not oblige. He does not budge. He is not doing the dance. However, what's on the field is a little more important.
Indeed, it is on the near sideline. Santos tries to turn. He's going to be tripped up from Garcia. That means free kick for Siena Heights.
And a good opportunity here for Siena Heights. This could be the opportunity where they finally get their first goal. It's still 1-0 Goshen. But if they can get something going here, this may take the life out of Goshen. And when that's the case,
it could be a rough last 20 minutes. 21 minutes left here. Standing over the ball now. Schwalibog puts it in right-footed, curling away from goal. Bounces all the way through, all the way past everyone to the far side. While the Goshen coach isn't happy no one was there to clear that, Siena Heights just as unhappy that no one was there to finish it.
Eventually, the ball is brought into goalkeeper Johan Escalante, freshman from Florida. And he will be finally booting that one down to about midfield.
Reed flicks it on to Dominguez Alvera, who then chests it on to Francois Revalier. Ball gets played into the defensive back line, and Bojin able to clear it off. However, they come the other way. It's Vennerly and Knopfsinger working together. Knopfsinger with the ball now drops it back to Garcia. 25 yards out. He's going to take a rip. Off the crossbar, off the back of the goalie, and out of the goal. What a rip from Garcia. What a lucky but unintentional save there from Hisamatsu. It's off of his back and out of the goal.
Unbelievable.
What a rip off the crossbar. He is rattling the woodwork here. Coming the other way now, it's Laughlin. McLaughlin with a just as decent chance. However, he's going to put it over the crossbar. Great chances both ways right there. And a ton of subs coming in now. Like you mentioned, number 15, Jesse Lowen, a junior out of Goshen, Indiana, coming in on the back line for Christian Romero. Nate Nussbaum and Isak Huerta checking in as well. Coming out, Spencer Eshelman, as I said, Christian Romero, and last but not least, Jesus Dominguez Alvera.
Going back to that scoring play, I mean, within that 15-second span, we probably saw the best two opportunities for Siena Heights especially, but even for Goshen, as Garcia just rattled the bar. Whew. It is still 1-0 in favor of Goshen.
Possession along the back line for Goshen. It's Jane Chump with the ball. 19 minutes left here in the second half. Goshen still holds that 1-0 lead from the first half goal of Spencer Eshelman. Ball played to the far sideline to Nussbaum, who just checked back in. He has it working with Francois Revalier. He keeps it himself, places it in the middle to Garcia, back to Nussbaum, back to the middle to Reed. Reed's going to play it to the far side. However, jumping up to get ahead on that one, that was Collins. Great defensive play.
Yeah. He has had a strong second half performance.
Huerta with it now down in the left corner, working against Wilkie.
Good.
Unable to get a cross in, so plays it off of Wilkie over the end line for a corner kick.
Be the second of the half for Goshen. They had 7 just in the first half. As we mentioned earlier, they only averaged 4 corners a game last season in 21 games. They had 79 total, and this is already their 9th of the game.
Venderly plays the ball in low on the ground to the top of the key to Reed. He then chips it in. There to almost win it was, trying to win it was Huerta. However, Hisamatsu has the advantage of using his hands, so he comes out and collects that one.
Chopped the big body in the middle. He thought he could
get up there.
Yeah, get a header and take that away from Hisamatsu. Just not the case. Uh-oh.
McLaughlin coming the other way, touches the ball around Lowen. However, too big of a touch, or maybe just Lowen just too big of a person to be able to get around before Escalante comes out to grab it.
Carniero will be checking in eventually once there's a dead ball for Siena Heights. It'll be the second time he comes into the game.
The student section wanting the opposing player to do a dance as we wait for a throw-in on the far sideline.
And perhaps being from Brazil, maybe he has no idea what they are actually saying.
Ball's back in, Goshen with possession. Francois Revalier on the far sideline. He's going to throw a cross into the middle. However, Wilkie able to head that one out. Garcia chasing it down, as is Wilkie.
Good positioning.
Garcia drops it back to Kurtz.
Good positioning from Huerta to allow Garcia to eventually get that ball. However, it's sent all the way back now to Escalante as Goshen looks to restart.
Johan Escalante in the back line. Place it over to Jesse Lowen. 16 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the second half. Lowen playing on the far sideline. Plays it up the line. It's going to travel just over the line, out of bounds. And now Carniero with his chance to check in. Looks like he's coming in for number 5. That is Schwalibog. He's going to get a rest.
His first rest of the game as well. He's had a very strong performance. We may very well see him yet in the second half.
Siena Heights with the throw-in, looking for their first goal of the contest. First goal of their season as well. This is their first game. They're down 1-0 currently. They have the ball on their defensive right wing. Number 2, Wilkie with it. Plays it up the line, looking for Collins. Ball ends up in the middle at McLaughlin's foot. Plays it back to Collins, cutting into the middle.
Good numbers for Siena Heights.
Drops it off to Santos. Plays it into Selovich. That's going to be cleared by Jesse Lowen. Beautiful stand there from Jesse, not allowing any ball into the middle.
Though he did allow a corner, not much he could do. And now it will be the third corner of the night for the Saints of Siena Heights.
Looking to take it, it's going to be Santos. Ball plays it in. Bunch of players there. Ball bounces around. Eventually, Lowen able to clear it for the Leafs. Chasing it down there is Francois Revalier. Overlapping a run now. He's got Isak Huerta. Plays it down the line. Collins and Francois Revalier. Francois Revalier is going to extend the arms and knock Colin over there.
Yep.
He's going to stop the clock. That's going to be a yellow card for Francois Revalier. First card for the Maple Leafs here this season. First of the game. Once again, Siena Heights with 2 already, being Collins and Chwali Bog.
And he looked like he knew that was coming. A pretty full extension shove there from Revalier.
And when he ran past the ref going back,
just
gave him a hand, acknowledged.
Yeah.
He knew what he did. He knew he was wrong. But oh well. Still in the game. 15 minutes, 10 seconds left. Carniero puts the ball back into play. Tries to fight Collins. He tries to flick it on, however, ends up at the foot of Huerta. Then taken off of his foot by Wilkie. Wilkie's going to try to take the sideline. That's poked away by Kurtz over the sideline. Throw in to Siena Heights. They'll maintain possession here. Just under 15 left.
Siena Heights moving players forward now. Only 3 in the back. Looks like this could be a long throw, and it is.
Gets it into the box roughly to the 6. However, then cleared out by Venderly and Huerta. Brody Knopfsinger with it now. Venderly on his right gets to him. He's going to drive it down the line to the corner. Nussbaum chasing it down. Also Stalzer there in defense. Nussbaum's going to earn that one back. Turns, gets a touch to the middle. Takes another touch. Nothing there. Tries to get hit off, however, it's going to hit a defender in the way. Bounces to Francois Revalier. He hits it to Garcia in the middle. Back out to Francois Revalier. He puts a cross in, a high, lofty one. Going for it. Nussbaum and Huerta. Nussbaum gets a head on it. Puts it towards the netting. Diving save from Hisamatsu, as that was looked to be headed upper 90 there.
Gives them their 10th corner of the game. And Andrew, my apologies for my excitement.
Almost pushed me over there.
Well, you know. It'll be Venderly taking this corner again.
Huh? How many corners? That's going to be the 10th corner coming up here for the Maple Leafs. Once again, as you said, Venderly stands over the ball ready to take it. Venderly puts it in towards Huerta. Tries the half volley towards the center of the 6. And Hisamatsu is able to come out and get that one. He immediately punts it looking for Rodin on the far sideline. Battling with Francois Revalier. Francois is going to be able to clear that one out for a throw-in. During that time, he slowed him down. 5 defenders able to get back for the Maple Leafs. Did his job. Checking in now for the Maple Leafs, number 12, Spencer Eschelman. Checking out number 20, Brody Knopfsinger. As for Siena Heights, number 23, Matt Vang. Checking in. Coming out, number 11, that is Matt Lentini.
And Vang seeing his first action of the game. Going back to that corner, it looks like arguably one of the toughest plays to make. It was a corner, and with the spinning ball heading toward Huerta, he could not quite get a clean kick on the ball.
Ball now in the hands of Escalante. He clears upfield. With it now on the far sideline is Francois Revalier trying to find Huerta, however, unable to do so now. That's going to be Stalzer with it. He continues forward, touches towards the middle to Vang. Vang's first touches, gets it over to Rodin. That's going to be poked away there by Reed. Gets it to Venderly, attacking full force. Cuts it back, gets around 1. We've got a 3-on-1. Lays it off for Nussbaum. This might be a little long. He puts a shot on it that goes right into the stomach of Hisamatsu. He pulls it out, tries to chip it back to the middle. Unable to find anyone's foot there except for the defender, who clears it over the far sideline.
Another great possession there, and it was Nussbaum. He was just trying to cross it back while Hisamatsu was trying to get back to the goal, and nothing comes of it. It's a throw-in. The ball with Reed at midfield.
Reed plays it to the near sideline to Kurtz, who goes up line to Eschelman. Eschelman cuts it back, plays it back to Reed in the middle, over to Kurtz.
Eschelman now is on the left side.
Ball goes in the middle to Huerta. He turns. Nothing there. Pulls it back out to Kurtz. Kurtz drops it all the way back to Chupp. Chupp's going to swing it over to Lowen. Lowen goes up line to Francois Revalier. goes up line to, that is Isaac Huerta. Huerta defended by Vang. And the foul going to be called on Huerta there. Vang, a little bit smaller than most out here on the field. And so...
Yeah, listed for Siena Heights now it will be... It's a Matsu booting one down.
10 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock here this evening. Ball to the middle, headed up by Venderly, and Shup going after it as well. Cleared upfield. That's going to be settled down by Bojin. Plays it to the near sideline to Collins. Collins takes a touch to the middle and puts it back on the ground over to Stalzer.
Going back to Hitsamatsu, first-year student out of Japan, Japanese-born player, and he's having himself an excellent game.
Ball played up the line as Collins with it now. Touches it middle to, that is Chelovic. Going to have a hit left-footed. It's going to take a slight deflection and slow down majorly. Escalante able to come out and make the easy save there.
Might have even deflected off his teammate there. A little unfortunate for Siena Heights, but nonetheless a punt down for Escalante.
Eshelman flicks it forward looking for Huerta. Ends up back at Eshelman's foot. Takes a touch to the middle, finds Nussbaum. Nussbaum tries to find Venderly. That's cleared out by Carniero.
The throw-in will be on the near side now. Kurtz for Goshen will be making this throw in front of the Siena Heights dugout.
We're under 10 minutes, 9.5 to be specific. Kurtz throws it in, finds Reed, who plays it immediately back to Kurtz.
Goshen still ahead 1-0, though. The ball turned over here to Siena Heights.
Takes a hit. That was Rodin from dead center, but a solid 35 yards out, going for the volley.
Solid 35 yards over the net, maybe, as well.
As well, yeah. Not what he was looking for. Checking in now for Siena Heights. 16, Rabar Khan returns. Checking out number 10. That is Elmedin Chelovic.
Siena Heights, be surprised if they don't start moving players forward here in the last 10.
Possibly give up a second, though.
Sure. And, yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, it might be a switch that they are looking for. It might be something that's worth the risk because they need to tie this game up, or it will be Goshen's first victory of the season.
Ball played up. Nussbaum battling for it in the middle with Carnero. Ball played over to the far sideline to Stalzer. Stalzer with it now, plays it upfield to Rodin. He's working with it, Bang. Then comes over to the near sideline, looking, he's got Collins over. That's going to be tapped off by Eshelman, sticking with it there. Puts it over to Collins, tries to go for the nutmeg of Kurtz. Kurtz says no way. Ball bounces over to the corner. It's still Collins and Kurtz in pursuit. And that touch goes over the end line. Goal kick for the Maple Leafs. Great stand there from Seth Kurtz.
Now the ball will be placed by Escalante, looking to boot it down. Goshen players moving forward. And the ball is finally sent down. 1-0 still the score. Goshen ahead. And Goshen having a lot of good possessions so far. This entire game, Siena Heights, great possessions here in the second.
Nussbaum with it now, slots it through to Venderly. He takes a touch around Hisamatsu, able to get a hand on that one and poke it over the end line. So the 11th corner kick of the night for the Maple Leafs coming up next.
And Venderly might have been able to back heel touch that one back to Nussbaum, and he would have had a good scoring opportunity for sure. However, Venderly does win himself a corner.
7 minutes left here, 10 seconds as well as we get ready for this corner kick for the Maple Leafs. Venderly plays it short to Eshelman in the box. Looks at his options, ships it far post. Nussbaum is there, however, his header goes wide. Goal kick to Hisamatsu. Just under 7 minutes left, which means it's almost time for the age-old tradition here for home soccer games. The student section will burst out in song here in roughly half a minute. That's one of the things I miss about can't really sing on air, not supposed to. I'm not sure people want me to.
I personally don't, Andrew, and that's no offense to you, hopefully, but
it's okay. I understand. So 6.5 minutes left here. Foul called in the defensive half for Siena Heights. They're going to take it. It's going to be Carnero. Set the ball a little bit too far forward there. The ref's making him pull it back a little bit farther. Going to play it square to, that is Bojin, drops back to Hisamatsu. And over to the near sideline to Wilkie. Ball possession stays along the back line for Siena Heights, still looking at their options upfield. Finally, Beaujean's going to cross fields to Vang. However, Francois Rivalier there in defense. Ball in the middle now. Venderly with it.
Good numbers here
turns,
for Goshen.
Finds Huerta.
Good pass.
Huerta in the box. He's going to take it on his left foot. It's a shot. That's going to be too light on the ground. Hisamatsu with the easy scoop there.
Huerta with his off foot, his left foot taking the shot, and it pretty weak shot rolling easily for Hisamatsu. Arguably his easiest save of the night.
Ball on the far sideline now. Trying to slot McLaughlin through. However, Escalante once again comes out to snatch that one up. Escalante still with the ball now. His punt across half field bounces before anyone's able to get to it. Huerta and Wilkie battling for it. Ball in the middle now. Turning with it is Roden. Roden gets to Santos, who finds McLaughlin. He tries to slot through to Khan. However, once again, Escalante diligent off of that line to come get those balls.
We're in the 85th minute. Here, Goshen still ahead, 1-0 Escalante. Freshman goalkeeper is going to punt it down, and the fans, well, they're still into the game. Every minute of the game, as a matter of fact.
Battle for the ball there between Escalante and McLaughlin. Roden. Contact there. They're going to say a foul is called. A little bit too much physical contact there with the goalie. So it's going to be a kick on the ground for Escalante.
Now, granted,
4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, granted, Escalante went down just a little easy there, but it seemed to be, regardless, there was going to be a foul.
Drives the ball on the ground to Kurtz, who finds it up to Nussbaum. He turns, tries to play it through to Eshelman. However, that's left short. Picked off by Wilkie. He looks to switch the field to Vang. Successfully does Garcia in pursuit. The drop back to Stalzer, who then does a nice turn move there. Gets it back up line to Vang. Vang plays it up line to Roden as we cross the 4-minute mark here.
Time running out for Siena Heights to notch one here in the last few minutes, but they do have a free kick just about 15 yards in front of midfield.
Looking to take it. It's going to be Stalzer with the left foot. Drives it in. A lofty ball towards the penalty spot. Ball's going to be headed up, however. Too many stagnant bodies there. Not much movement. Chance for a bounce one way or the other. Chasing it back now as Nussbaum gets it over Francois Rivalier to clear. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. And counting down. In pursuit now of that clear is Huerta.
Almost steals the ball.
Almost gets it away from, that is Beaujean there. However, he turns with it. Gets it up line to Stalzer. Ball played up to the middle. He's looking for Roden, who finds McLaughlin. He's got Reed on him, unable to do anything with it. Plays it out wide, who then... Collins tries to chip it in the middle. Reed able to clear that one to Venderly, who then clears it up out. Carnero now with the ball. He's going to take a long shot. That's going to bounce off of Venderly right to teammate Garcia. However, they're going to say it hit his hand. It was by his body. However, they're going to say it was not close enough, so they're going to give a free kick. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. A great opportunity to tie the game up for Siena Heights.
And they might want to push more players forward here, which it looks like they may.